Vaheguru 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 Vaheguru
डंडौत बंदन अनक बार सर्व कला समरथ डोलन ते राखो प्रभु नानक ते कर हथ तेरे कवन कवन गुण कह कह गावां तू साहिब गुणी निधाना तुमरी महिमा बरन न सको तू ठाकुर ऊच भगवाना तुमरी महिमा बरन न सको तुमरी महिमा बरन न सको तू ठाकुर ऊच भगवाना। सो आओ पहला रल मिल के हथ जोड़ के मनां नूं इकागर करके बख्शो असीस दा गज वज के आखो वाहेगुरु जी का खालसा वाहेगुरु जी की फतेह। So just going to take a pangati from Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, what the saints in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji say about Guru Arjun Dev Ji, Dhan Sri Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah, whose life we're going to attempt to look at today. We can never know the inner depths and the secrets of Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah, but how much ever Guru Sahib blesses us with, we'll be going through. The Guru Granth Sahib Ji di Bani vich Patane, the saints within Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji has said about Guru Arjan Dev Ji. They say, Tੈ janmat gurmat brahm pashaniyo. This is what Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji has said about Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah, saying, Tੈ janmat, from the very beginning of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah Maharaj Ji's life, right from their birth, Tੈ janmat, ਜਦੋਂ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਦਾ ਜਨਮ ਹੋਇਆ. This is what Guru Granth Sahib Ji is saying about Guru Arjan Dev Ji. Tੈ janmat gurmat brahm pashaniyo. So the Pat are saying about Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah that it's not that they later on in life, after doing seva, that they came to realize Vaheguru Akal Purkh. They're saying right from the beginning, ever since birth, that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah Tੈ janmat, janam de samay to, Tੈ janmat gurmat, they already had the Guru's mat, the Guru's wisdom within inside of them. Tੈ janmat gurmat brahm pashaniyo. They already had self-realization. They already were a Brahm Gyani. They weren't in any param, in any illusion, right from the beginning, from birth, and this is what the Pat have said about Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah. When did Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah come upon this earth? When Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah now is the age of about 29 years old. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah come upon this earth in Goindwal Sahib. Like we've been hearing the past weeks, Goindwal Sahib is that place that was established by Guru Amar Das Ji Padshah. Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah is staying in Goindwal Sahib and serving Guru Amar Das Ji. Over here, and now in 1563, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah come upon this earth. In the house of Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah, to the mother of Bibi Pani Ji, also who we spoke about last week. Bibi Pani Ji, the wife of Guru Ramdas Ji Paatshah, and is the Mata Ji and the mother of Guru Arjun Dev Ji Paatshah. In 1563, Guru Arjun Dev Ji come upon this earth. So Bhatta ne to pehla hi keh dita that they already had realization of Vaheguru Akal Purkh. They already had that Brahm Avastha that people are trying to obtain. Gursikh Pyareo, very early on, eho je kautak hoye, these type of things took place in the life of Guru Arjan Dev Ji, that right from the beginning, before Guru Arjan Dev Ji could even walk, there were signs and things were pointing towards Guru Arjan Dev Ji becoming the Guru, before they could even walk. Like I say every time, you all know the Sakya, but for us, it's for us to take the essence. What is the deeper meanings? What is this hidden depths of these Sakya? Gursikh Pyareo, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah as a child, not yet able to walk. The Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah redde hoye, and as they are crawling, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah reach the manji, the manja of their Nana Ji, Guru Amardas Ji Paatshah. I remember this, Gursikh Pyareo, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah is the first Guru Sahib that is actually born within the Guru household. Because all the Gurus before this, remember, wasn't born in the Guru household. They weren't brought up in the Guru's house. Bhai Lehna Ji, they came and saw Guru Nanak Dev Ji at a later time of their life. Guru Amar Das Ji, like we've gone through, they didn't actually come to the Guru until they were at least 62 years old. Guru Ram Das Ji as well, Pyareo, they weren't born, they didn't know the Guru from birth, but Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah is the first Guru that is born within the Guru's house. Sama Aya Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah, redde, they are crawling and they reach upon that manji of Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah, who is their Nana Ji. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji, why have they come by the manji of their Nana Ji? Because they were playing with a ball, with a gend. And as this child is playing with this ball rolls over to that same place where Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah, Baba Amar Das Ji Paatshah, sitting on this manji and resting. And the ball rolls underneath the manji of Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah. As Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah as a child comes into this room, they can't find their ball anywhere. They're looking around. So what do? They think maybe it's gone on top of the manji. And they try and climb on top of the manji. As Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah as a child grabs hold of the leg of this bed, the manji of the bed that Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah is on, and they start to shake it. Jor de nal halaun la pe Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah is manji nu, to try and get on top of it. The Idro Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah de netar khulle, Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Pyareo open their eyes, and what do they say? Eh keda vadda purkh hai bhari, jeda manji halai sadi sari. These are the words in our itihas. These are written words in our itihas. Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji shouts out and says, eh keda vadda purkh hai bhari. They said, who is this great being? Who is it that is so strong, that is being able to hala my whole manji, that is shaking my whole bed? Who is it that is so strong? And from outside comes running the mother of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah, Bibi Pani. And she's so worried, thinking that Guru Arjan Dev Ji has disturbed Pitaji, disturbed father in their rest. Bibi Pani Ji comes running over and she says, Pitaji, maaf karna. She says, please forgive me, father. She says, Pitaji, aap ji da dohita hai. She says, it's your grandson. Dohita meaning grandson. The grandson of the daughter, the son of the daughter. That's what the relation dohita means. And Bibi Pani Ji is running inside and saying, maaf karna Pitaji, maaf karna Guruji, aap ji da dohita hai. So udro Pitaji, udro Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah starts to laugh. And she says, Pani, dohita, bani ka bohita. And she says, and they said, and Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji says, this is Dohita grandson. And they said, smilingly, they said, Bani ka Bohita. Bohita means that Guru Arjun Dev Ji Paatshah will hold the ship of Gurbani that takes you across the ocean to the other side. The ocean of the world. The ocean of attachment that people are drowning in. That Guru Arjun Dev Ji Paatshah, a time will come. He will be the boat of Bani that takes people across that are drowning to the other side. Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah sitting on the manji saying this to Bibi Pani Ji, Doita Bani ka Bohita. And why did they use these words? Eh keda vadda purkh hai bhari. Vadda purkh hai bhari. Why did they use these words? Vadda meaning big, great. Bhari meaning heavy. That if we look into our history will tell us that as when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah Marji starts to grow up, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah was very tall and very muscular, very well built. This isn't told many times. But think about it, Guru Sikh Pyaro, if Sheme Paatshah, Guru Hargobind Sahib Ji Paatshah that we will look at next week, our history says, our itihas says there are roughly about 6'6", 6'7". Where did this build come from? It came from Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah. And Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah is saying this, that this little child has shaken my whole manji. Guru Sikh Pyare, not only our itihas has said, not only our history has said that Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah is the boat, is the ship, is the jahaj, but again, Pattan di Bani vich, ke Kaljug jahaj, Arjan Guru, even Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj's Bani says this. This is a Kaljug, in this time of dark age, Kaljug Jahaj, that Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Arjan Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah is the boat for us, that will help us and save us. Even Gurbani says this to us. Not only did Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah do these bachan here, but they said two things here. The first thing was Dohita Bani ka Bohita, then the second thing was Guru Amar Das Ji, they're smiling and they're saying, Dohita, this is Halle nahi sama aaya. This is sama auga. It says, don't be in such a hurry. Don't worry, you will sit on this manji as well one day. That don't be in such a hurry, but a time will come. Yes, you will take over and sit here in my place. Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji said. Pyare, again, another time, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah as a child again, Redde, as they are crawling, today they go into the langar. In the langar is the thali, is the plate with Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji's food in there. That food, the food that Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah used to eat was called ugra. What is ugra? Ugra is made out of, apne itihas se likhda, the food that Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah used to eat, which was called ugra, kende 7 anaja da banda siga. Anaj meaning 7 different types of grains. They were put together and then boiled, and this is the food that Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah used to eat. A very light diet, without any loon, without any mirch. This is what Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah used to eat. Today, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah, this child, they come into the langar hall and they see the plate with Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah Ji's food inside on the plate. And what does this child do? Unne jaake thali chakki, the thali sari khilar ditti. They pick up the plate and they turn over the plate, and all of Guru Amar Das Ji's food is gone everywhere. Guru Sikh Pyare, the Sangat come together, the Sevadars come together, they come running and they pick up Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah. To them it's just a child being naughty. So they take this child and say, what have you done? Look what you've done to the food of Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah. And Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah, upon hearing this noise, because when they threw the thali da bhi khadka hoya, hun sevadar bhi ਝੜਕੇ ਮਾਰਦੇ ਨੇ ਇਸ ਬੱਚੇ ਨੂੰ, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Paatshah ਨੂੰ. Upon hearing this noise, Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah come running over towards the langar hall. And Guru Amar Das Ji Paatshah ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕੀ ਹੋਇਆ ਜੀ? ਕਹਿੰਦੇ what has happened? And the Sevadar say, Maharaj, Guru Arjan Dev Ji, the youngest child of Bibi Pani Ji, your Doita, he's taken your food and he's spilt it all over the kitchen floor. And Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha says, look deeper into this. They say he's telling us something. What is the thal? Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha is saying, Kende thali ki hai? What is this plate? They said, such a time will come. It will be him that will prepare a thali for us. It will be him that will prepare a thal, a plate for us. Which plate? The plate of Adi Granth. They will compile the Bani for us. They will form this plate of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji for us. Ata kende Padshah, kende then what does this mean that your food has spilt? He said it is Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah that will take the food of Bani and spread it out to the Sangat and spill it out everywhere. This is what Guru Amar Das Ji is saying to the Sangat. Look deeper into this. They said the food is the Bani. It is Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah that will take this food of Bani out to everywhere to the Sangat. Pyareo, because of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, because of Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah putting together Adi Granth Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji for us, that today in each corner of the world, everybody has access to the word of Guru, of the Guru. And this is what this story is about, this plate with this food spilling over. Even in Guru Arjan Dev Ji's Bani themselves, I'm not going to go into it too much, but Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha said themselves, it says, if anybody then comes to this thali that will be prepared, if anybody comes to the plate of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's Bani, what will you be filled with? And then Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha says, everybody knows these words, from children to the elders. Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, if you then come to this thali of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj, then what will you be filled with? Thal vich tin vastu payo sat santokh vicharo amrit naam thakur ka payo jiska sabs adharo. They said, if you come to the thal, the plate of Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji's Bani, then you will be filled with these qualities within your life. Thal vich tin vastu payo sat. If you follow the Guru's word, you will be filled with sat, with truth in your life. Your actions will become pure and immaculate. Sat, santokh, only then, only when our life becomes pure and our actions become pure, then we will have contentment. Sat, santokh, vicharo. Vicharo here means then we will have realization of the truth that Vaheguru Akal Purkh sits within inside of us. This is Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha telling us these things. Gursikh Pyareo, now if we look at Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha Ji's brothers, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha Ji de Gavle Phra jere san, the middle brother whose name was Mahadev. Baba Mahadev Ji was the middle brother of Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha. And what type of subha, what type of nature did Mahadev Ji have? They remained very detached from everybody. They didn't get involved with anything. They would sit upon in hours of meditation. They would sit there with their eyes closed all day. But our Guru Pyareo says to us, Guru Gobind Singh Ji, within Sri Dasam Granth Sahib Ji in Shabd Hazare, this is Re man aso kar sannyasa ban se sadan sabe kar samajho man hi mahe udasa. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji say to us, is this the way? Is this a way for a Sikh to live their life and remain detached and not get involved in anything? Because this is how Mahadev Ji was like, Guru Arjan Dev Ji's brother. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj Ji says, yes, be detached, but let your mind be detached. This is Re Man. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, oh, tell your mind, Re Man, oh my mind, aso kar sannyasa. This says, yes. Go out. What is for a Sikh to go out and sit in the jungles? Aso kar sannyas. Sannyas means when somebody would leave their whole family and bringing up their children. What is that for a Sikh? Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, Re man aso kar sannyasa ban se sadan sabe kar samajho man hi mahe udasa. Guru Gobind Singh Ji says, live within your family. Let that jungle, that forest, that place that you think to be of complete peace, let that place of peace be within your mind. Remaining in your family, let that jungle be in your mind, not physically having to go there. Be detached from your mind, living amongst your family. But Baba Mahadev Ji didn't get married throughout their life. They remained single. That was Baba Mahadev Ji. The older brother of Guru Arjun Dev Ji, Pyareo, which everybody I'm sure has heard the name of, which was Baba Prithi Chand. And what was Baba Prithi Chand like? From a very early age. Because remember when Baba Prithi Chand was born, even when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha is born, Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha is the Guru, their Nana Ji. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha, they remained with Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha for about 11 years whilst Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha was on the Gaddi, about 11 years. Baba Prithi Chand from an early age did a lot of seva. Wherever he saw that there was shortage, he would take part and he would help out in as much as he could. He never sat down. All day he remained busy. As Baba Prithi Chand starts to get older, they start taking over the seva of the offerings that would come into the Guru's house. Any money that would come, any food that would come, they would make sure there's no shortage in the kitchen, in the langar. So from the outside, when we now look at Baba Prithi Chand, it seems as if that Baba Prithi Chand is doing immense seva. But what starts to happen as Baba Prithi Chand Ji is getting older, cleverness is starting to take over and their mind starts to think. And their mind starts to think that look how much I am doing. But Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji says, Home vich seva na hovai. He says, in ego you cannot serve. Baba Prithi Chand starts to think back to Pai Lehna Ji. Says, look what Pai Lehna Ji did. Pai Lehna Ji served Guru Nanak Parkash and became the Guru. And they said, look what Nana Ji did. Nana Ji served Guru Angad Dev Ji and they became the Guru. Look what Pita Ji did. Look what Guru Ram Das Ji Pacha, my father, did. They served Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha and they became the Guru. So this can only mean by the amount of seva I am doing, I will also become the Guru. Now the seva no longer remained nehkami without desire. But Guru Sahib says, seva kart hoye nehkami tisko hot prapat swami. Only those can gain. But now Prithi Chand his aim now is to become the Guru. Like this he is doing seva. But what does Guru Sahib says? Our Guru Nanak Parkash is telling us. So now Baba Prithi Chand is looking at the outside. They think if somebody physically serves, they become the Guru. They will obtain everything. But Gurbani says, Rissa karhe tinadiyan jo sev hai dar khadiyan ha naal khasme ratiyan man hai sokh raliyan ha. But Guru Nanak Parkash Ji's Bani pyareo. Guru Nanak Parkash Ji's Bani tells us, Rissa karhe tinadiyan jo sev hai dar khadiyan ha. What we try and do is we look at somebody from the outside. Sometimes we see somebody and we think they look how well they can sit for 4 hours. They've got their eyes closed. And look how much blessing they've got. Look how much kirpa they've got. People surround them. When they speak, so much sweetness within their words. So we think maybe if we close our eyes for 4 hours and we sit like them, maybe we'll then have the same bakshish, the same kirpa. Baba Prithi Chand is thinking just like the other Guru Sahibs. They served and then they became the Guru. But he's looking at the outside. He doesn't realize this game is about where our mind is. Principal Satbir Singh writes, he said, seva on the outside when we wash the dishes, when we clean jode. This is like the outer shell of the badam, of the almond. It's just like the outer shell. It's about what's inside. And Guru Nanak Parkash is saying, Risa karehe te nadiyan. We start to sometimes copy those people. And this is what Prithi Chand has started to do now. Risa karehe te nadiyan. But he doesn't realize. Jo seva hai, they are serving where? Their mind is jo sev hai, dar khadiyan ha. They are standing in the charan of their Guru and serving. Their mind is completely surrendered to the Guru. Their mind is in the Guru's charan. And remember, when Pai Lehna Ji was given the Gurgaddi, Pai Lehna Ji, they stepped back and said, don't do this. Guru Ram Das Ji did the same. Guru Amar Das Ji did the same. Their aim was not to become the Guru. Their aim was purely to serve. But Prithi Chand, his aims to become the Guru. And he's now trying to copy From the outside, he doesn't realize this game is about where our mind is. Risa karhe tinadiyan jo sev hai dar khadiyan ha. But what state of mind were they in? Naal khasme ratiyan. They were imbued in love. Ratiyan huiyan sigiyan ਉਹ ਤਾਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਖਸਮ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ with their husband Lord. ਨਾਲ ਖਸਮੇ ਰਤੀਆਂ ਮਾਣ ਹੈ ਸੁਖ ਰਲੀਆਂ ਹਾਂ. They were enjoying themselves in the love of the Guru. So Prithi Chand has now started to see all this wrong. If people looked at him from outside, they'd think, look how much he's doing. Sometimes today we see people, we think all day he's spending. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying we shouldn't be doing seva, of course we should. I'm just trying to get here a little bit deeper what our Guru Bani's concept is. Again in Asa Diwar, the Bani Pacha says, De de manghe sehsa guna sob kare sansar. This is what starts to happen. We see somebody from the outside and we think how great that person is. We see somebody coming and giving £10 to the Guru. We see somebody coming and giving £20. We see somebody coming and washing the dishes maybe for 10 hours. But Guru Sahib says we don't sometimes know what is inside. He says it looks from the outside that they're giving so much. It looks like Prithi Chand is doing so much. But they manghe sehsa guna. But truly what is going on inside? They are asking for 1,000 times more. So instead, it's not actually seva, they come to trade. It's just like going to a shop. You go into a shop, you give them some money, and you take something back. This is exactly what Prithi Chand is doing now. It looks as if he's giving so much on the outside, but manghe, but what he's asking for is sehsa. Sehsa means 1,000, sehsa guna. 1,000 times over he's asking for more, but the world doesn't know this. So what does the world do? Sob kare sansar. The world are praising these people and say, wow, look how great they are, look how much they are doing. But they don't know they've only come to do a trade. They've just come to the shop. They've just come to buy something for themselves. Guru Sikh Pyareo, ine ten pra, Guru Arjun Dev Ji chote ne, so Baba Prithi Chand, he's caught up in all of this. Baba Mahadev completely detached, doesn't want to know anybody. Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pyareo, on the other hand, is perfect. Has both sides. Living that balanced life, that sahaj avastha. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha is always awaiting. Soon as my Guru tells me to do something, they'll jump to do it. Guru Sikh Pyareo, Guru Arjan Dev Ji ne, as they were growing up, Gurmukhi jere akhar hai, unhone aap Nana Ji kolo sikhe from Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha themselves. They went for other vidya. उन्होंने संस्कृति भी सीखी, फारसी भी सीखी, all these other things. They went to many teachers. And who was in charge that they got all this education? Who took them to everywhere? Was Baba Buddha Ji. And what else? But there was one thing our history writes which is beautiful that nobody taught Guru Arjan Dev Ji. They didn't have a teacher for, and that was the daat and that was the gift of Kirtan. Nobody taught Guru Arjan Dev Ji Kirtan. Nobody taught Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha Maharaj Ji raag. If we look at raag, the word raag has many meanings. One of the meanings to raag is love. When a naal khasme ratiyan, when you're imbued in love for your husband Lord, that raag will be produced from inside of you. You won't be taught it from outside, it comes from inside. That tune, that rhythm, that melody, because you're so much in love. And that's what Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha had, and they picked up the stringed instrument called the saranda. That's what Guru Arjan Dev Ji used to play, and nobody taught them the saranda too. The surah just came to them. The notes just came to them. Guru Sikh Pyareo, as we've been going through, with all the other Guru Sahibs, again, that time is coming close. That time is coming closer. That same pankti that we've been going through now. For the 4 weeks before, Kabir kasauti Ram ki, jhootha tike na koe, Ram kasauti so sahe jo mar jiva hoye. Kabir kasauti means test. When you put on the touchstone, when that gold is put on that touchstone to see if it is pure, Now that time has come to see how pure, truly, Prithi Chand Ji is. Guru Arjun Dev Ji obviously already is, but Guru Ramdas Ji needs to show the world this too. That time now comes of the test. Guru Ramdas Ji's Patsha Ji's Taya Ji. Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha Ji's Taya Ji from Lahore, because remember that's where Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha was born, in Lahore. They have travelled from Lahore to give them an invitation for a wedding of their son. I've done Benti with so much Nimarta and says, Patsha Ji, oh Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha, will you come to my son's wedding? It would be so great if the Guru himself came to the wedding. If your charan came upon that place, everything, all the carriage will be so successful. And Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha says, it'd be great to come, but there is so much to do here that Sangatanu khechal hogi. This is, if I now leave Amritsar here and I travel to Lahore, there's so much Sangat that will come here for darshan. So Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha Ji said, this is not only that when I come there, there's so much other Sangat that will also follow and come to Lahore. It will get very difficult during the time of the wedding. So now the Taya Ji, whose name was Sahari, they turned around and said, well then why don't you send one of your sons? Why don't you send your elder son with me? And Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha said, that's fine. That's very wise. Why not let us do this? Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha Pyareo, they call over Baba Prithi Chand and they says, Prithiya, Bache, oh my son, ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦੇ ਤਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਸਾਡੇ ਮਾਫ ਕਰਨਾ ਸਾਡੇ ਤਾਇਆ ਜੀ ਲਾਹੌਰੋਂ ਆਏ ਨੇ ਇਹਨਾਂ ਦੇ ਲੜਕੇ ਦਾ ਵਿਆਹ ਹੈ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਉਸ ਵਿਆਹ ਤੇ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਪ੍ਰਵੇਸ਼ ਹੋਵੋ go to that wedding in my place. Guru Ramdas Ji is saying to Baba Prithi Chand. And Baba Prithi Chand starts to panic, because Baba Prithi Chand Ji knew that Guru Amardas Ji Patsha Ji did bhajan. Guru Amardas Ji did bhajan about roughly what age, how long Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha were going to live. And instead of being imbued and in love with his father and thinking and having that and feeling that anxiety, that time is coming closer, that I don't know how long I've now got to save my father, but he's now panicking, thinking, if I go away from Amritsar, what about whilst I'm not here? That father gives away the throne to somebody else. And he's thinking this from inside, and he says, Father, you know how much duty I've got to do here. Father, you know I look after everything. And amongst saying this, he even said, Father, you don't even know the runnings of all the peta and where everything goes, Father. He says, so how will you be able to do this? Guru Sahib, you are so engrossed in the Sangat that only the runnings of the Guru's house, I take care of it, so how can I go? Gursikh Pyareo, Aithe Prithi Chand Ji ne jawab de ditta, and in so many words has said no to Guru Ramdas Ji Patsha to going to this wedding. And if we look at Guru Nanak Parkash Ji's Bani in Shabd Hazare, it's like these words have been written for Baba Prithi Chand Ji. Often this happens to so many people. Guru Nanak Parkash in this Bani is writing about a relationship that takes place between a husband and wife. Not only the sole bride and our husband Lord, but if we look at our relationships too, this happens often. I can think back to times when these things take place. Guru Nanak Parkash Ji's Bani Pyaro says, Ea ni bali kya kare ja dhan kant na paave karan pala kare baho tere sa dhan mahal na paave vin karma kich paiye nahi je baho tera dhave लाभ लोभ अहंकार की माती माया माहे समानी इन्नी बाती सो पाइये नाही भई कामन इयानी. This is in Shabd Hazare. What do these words mean? These words iyani bali. Iyani means foolish, childish. Iyani bali, bali means child. Iyani bali kya kare ja dhan kant na bhave. Dhan here means wife, kant means husband. Saying, what is the point of this foolish bride? Yani bali kya kare? What is she trying to do? We've all heard of the term, somebody being a busy fool. And this is exactly what is happening now to Prithi Chand. The Guru wants us to do something else. We even come to the Guru's house, but we don't listen to what the Guru wants us to do, but instead, we do what we want to do. Yes, we're doing some seva, but the Guru says, "Bacche aakar," and instead we'll do something else. If we take this into our homes now, because Guru Maharaj Ji is giving an example of a husband and wife, saying, "Iyani bali kya kare?" They're saying, "What are you doing?" If you look at a house in a relationship, a husband and wife, sometimes a wife, she does many things to please her husband. And the husband saying, "But I only asked for this one thing." And she's saying, "No, but I want to do this for you. I want to make you happy in this way." But he's saying, "But I just want this. This is what makes me happy." But she carries on. She doesn't listen to her husband. He knows what's going to make him happy. He's even asking for that. He's saying, "Do this." But she's saying, "No, look, I'm doing all of these." Yani bali kya kare ja dhan kant na pave. If it's not pleasing your husband, then what's the point of all of those things? Doesn't it just make sense to do what your Guru asks you to do? Exactly this Prithi Chand is doing here, but we do this as well sometimes. We decide what we want to do for the Guru, not what the Guru wants us to do. But we'll think, "No, I'll do this. I'm sure the Guru will get happy within this." But the Guru is sitting there doing bhajan. "Bacche do this. Bacche don't do this." But we're thinking, "No, I'll do this instead." Iyani bali kya kare ja dhan kant na pave, karan pala kare bahut tere sa dhan mahal na pave. Then what does she do? Karan pala. She starts to plead. And then the wife goes to the husband and starts to plead. "Why aren't you happy with me? Karan pala kare bahut tere." She begs him in many ways. Karan pala kare bahut tere sa dhan mahal na pave. But she still doesn't get the mahal. Mahal meaning the house. She still doesn't get the happiness. She doesn't get to reside in that world of Vaheguru Akal Purkh. Satan mahal na pave vin karma kich paiye nahi. Karma. The word here, karma, comes from the Farsi word. It doesn't mean actions here. It means blessing, bakshish. But remember, until we don't do what pleases the Guru, we won't get his blessing. We won't get the bakshish. Vin karma kich paiye nahi. Prithi Chand doesn't realize that if I don't do what my father is asking me to do, vin karma, I won't get his blessing. Vin karma kich paiye nahi. And what I think I'm going to obtain, the Gur Gaddi, kich paiye nahi, you are going to gain nothing. Because you are not pleasing your Guru, Prithi Chand. Instead, what's happened to Prithi Chand? Lab, lob, ahankar ki mati. He's intoxicated in the lab, in his pleasures. Because he's thinking the Gur Gaddi, the throne, is a place of pleasure, where he can sit and order people. He doesn't realize that Gur Gaddi is a place of giving. And it's a place of giving to which extent? He doesn't realize the next person that is going to sit on this Gaddi is going to give their whole life. Is going to sacrifice their body for this panth. That's how much giving is involved in sitting on this throne. Gursikh per lab lob ahankar ki mati maya mahismani inni bati soho paiye naye. Soho means husband. He doesn't realize in this way, being indulged, being imbued, instead of not in love, but in maya, in illusion. This is not the way to please your husband. Khair Gursikh pyareo. Mahadev Ji nu puchya gaya. They asked the middle brother, what did the middle brother say? This is which Tahya? What relation? What are you talking about? I have no relations. This is all fake. This is all good. This is all a dream. I don't believe in any of this. And he walks away. Guru Ramdas Ji is smiling throughout of this. Because Guru Ramdas Ji knows. They're just showing the world. And then this says, Arjun, this says, Tusi beta ji, Tusi bacha, Tusi jaunge? And he says, Jarur jamange Pitaji. Kende keval Pitaji, ਇਸ ਖੁਸ਼ੀ ਦੇ ਮੌਕੇ ਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ ਜਾਓਗੇ ਜਿਹੋ ਮਰਜ਼ੀ ਦਾ ਸਮਾਂ ਆਵੇ ਪਿਤਾ ਜੀ ਜੇ ਤੁਸੀਂ ਸਾਨੂੰ ਤੋਰੋਗੇ ਤਾਂ ਅਸੀਂ ਜਾਵਾਂਗੇ It doesn't matter. This is a time of happiness. Gursikh Pyaro, if we look at this, where are they going to go? They are going to Lahore. And what is truly being said here? Truly Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha is saying, He says, today you are going to Lahore, utte ਢੋਲ ਵੱਜਦੇ ਹੋਣਗੇ. There will be songs being sung in happiness. There will be the sounds of the drums. The manjiyan that you will have to sit on, Gursikh Pyare, will be decorated. They will look beautiful. And you will go and sit on these manjiya that are being decorated in the boy's house, because it's the boy that's getting married. And people will come. And it will be a time of happiness. But remember this, only that person today can go to Lahore, because such a time is going to come. Not only today, but whoever today goes to Lahore will have to go to Lahore again one day. But this time will not sit on manjiya, not sit on beds that are decorated with dolls, with drums beating in the background, but this time we'll go and sit on a tatti tavi. They will go to Lahore again, but not sit on a bed decorated, but instead sit on a hot plate. And Prithi Chand turns around and says, Maharaji, is the month of Jait. It's so hot outside. How do you expect me to go such a distance? I'll be burning through that journey. And Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha is saying, if today we can't even take that sun, such a time is going to come. The second time somebody has to go to Lahore, it will not only be the sun, but it will be burning. Hot sand being poured onto the body of the Guru who now today goes to Lahore. Only that person can go to Lahore today. Gursikh Pyareo, Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha gets ready to go with Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha Ji Staya Ji. Just before they leave Gursikh Pyareo, they come and take a blessing of their Mata Ji, of Mata Pani Ji. Mata Pani Ji always used to sing shabads to them. They used to put them in their goddi and sing to them. But today, when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha comes to see Mata Pani Ji and says, Mata Ji, Asis Baksho, the Guru Arjan Dev Ji, Mata Ji de Charna vich pay ne, ਤਾਂ ਮਾਤਾ ਜੀ ਕੀ ਕਹਿਣ ਲੱਗੇ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ, ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਅੱਜ ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਉੱਪਰ ਬਹੁਤ ਹੀ ਖੁਸ਼ ਹਾਂ. You have taken my complete happiness today. The other two showed us up today. They didn't listen to your father, but you are Agyakari Putra. You are that son that listens. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji is lying in Mata Ji's charan, and Mata Ji says, Puta, Mata ki asis. निमख ना बिसरो तुमको हर हर सदा भजो जगदीश. Mata Ji saying, oh my son, Puta, Mata ki asis. This mother is giving you a blessing. Puta, Mata ki asis, निमख ना बिसरो तुमको हर हर. Not even for a blink of a moment you forget Waheguru. निमख ना बिसरो तुमको हर हर सदा भजो जगदीश. Always enshrine Jagdish. Waheguru Akal Purkh in your heart. What will happen? Jis simrat sab kil vikhnase. Pitri hoye udharo. If you remember him, jis simrat, by remembering him, jis simrat sab kil vikhnase, all your sins will be eradicated. So har har tum sad hi jap ho, jaka ant na paro. Puta mata ki asis nimakh na bisro, tumko har har sada bhajo jagdish. And over here Gursikh Pyareo, ਮਾਵਾਂ ਚਾਰ ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮੰਗਦੀਆਂ ਆਪਣੇ ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ, ਆਪਣੇ ਧੀਆਂ ਪੁੱਤਰਾਂ ਵਾਸਤੇ. A mother asks for 4 things for their children. A mother says, may my child always have clothes to cover this body. May my child always have food for this stomach. May my child, Gursikh Pyareo, always remain in good society. ਨਾ ਮਾਵਾਂ ਕਹਿੰਦੀਆਂ ਮੇਰੇ ਪੁੱਤਰ ਦੀ, ਮੇਰੀ ਧੀ ਦੀ ਲੰਬੀ ਉਮਰ ਹੋਵੇ. May you live a long life. ਗੁਰਸਿੱਖ ਪਿਆਰੇ, ਇੱਥੇ ਮਾਤਾ ਭਾਨੀ ਨੇ ਵੀ ਇਹ 4 ਚੀਜ਼ਾਂ ਮੰਗੀਆਂ, ਪਰ ਬਾਹਰ ਦੇ ਸਰੀਰ ਵਾਸਤੇ ਨਹੀਂ, but not for this outer body. And then Mata Ji says within this shabad, this is Satguru tumko hoye dayala sant sang teri preet. She says, oh my son, Satguru tumko hoye dayala, that your father Satguru, the true Guru, Satguru Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha, Satguru tumko hoye dayala, is completely happy with you today, my son. Satguru tumko hoye dayala sant sang teri preet. And I do ardas, I do benti to Akal Purkh, that may you have good society of whom? That may you have good society of the saints, of the holy people, that keep you connected to Waheguru Akal Purkh. Sant sang teri preet, may you fall in love with the saints.
Kapad pat parmesar rakhi bhojan kirtan neet Mata Ji saying. This is may the clothes that you wear, may you have the cloth of covering your honor. May Waheguru put the blanket of covering your honor. What does that mean? May you always do pure actions. May you never do something that your honor is unveiled. Kapad pat parmesar rakhi. Pat meaning honor, kapad meaning blanket. Kapad pat parmesar rakhi. May Waheguru Akal Purkh always keep your honor covered. That you never do, never put a step wrong. Kapad pat parmesar rakhi. Bhojan kirtan neet. And may your food become what? May your food become kirtan, singing the praises of Waheguru Akal Purkh. And people and the mothers of the world say, may my child live a long life. Mata Pani Ji says, I don't say for you to live a long life instead. Instead, I say, I want you to live forever. Because Mata Pani Ji is not looking at this body, Mata Pani Ji is looking inside. Saying, I want you to Amrit Pibo Sada Tirjivo Har Simrat Anad Ananta. I want you to drink the Amrit of Naam and live forever. And Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha lives forever here with us today. They tried to take Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha away from us and burning Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha. But Guru Sikh Pyaro, they could never take Guru Arjun Dev Ji away from us. Today they sit in Guru Granth Sahib Ji Maharaj Ji and they will be speaking to us forever. This is what Mata Pani Ji is saying to Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha. Amrit Pivo Sada Tirjivo Har Simrat Anad Ananta Rang Tamasa Puran Asa Kabhe Na Byape Chinta Pavar Tumara Eho Man Hovo Har Charna Ho Kaula. This is, may you become like that bumblebee. Pavar Tumara Eho Man Hovo. May your mind become like that bumblebee. Always floating around and flying in the charan of the lotus flower. What is the lotus flower? The charan of your father. Pavar Tumara Eho Man Hovo Har Charna Ho Kaula. Nanak Das Un Sang Luptayo Jo Boond Hai Chatrik Maula. Guru Sikh Pyareo, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha Ji leaves. They go to Lahore. Vyas Hara unhone vekhya. They took part in the wedding. They did everything that they needed to do. So they're carrying out worldly duties too. Because remember what Guru Sahib said in the beginning? What we said, the Pankti that we looked at in the beginning. Te Janmat Gurmat Brahma Peshanyo. That they were complete realized person. Just like they said in their own Bani later on. Brahma Gyani Sada Nirlep Jaise Jalme Kamal Alep. Guru Arjan Dev Ji lived like this themselves. Like that lotus flower, untouched from the mud of the world. They attended the wedding, but they weren't touched by the attachment of the Saak Sabandhi, of the relatives. But Guru Sikh Pyareo, before Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha left, Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha said, don't return back to Amritsar until I ask for you. This was a big test. Because now, what is Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha Maharaj Ji doing? As the wedding is over, because Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha, their words are sweet like their fathers. So they sit here speaking these sweet words and speaking of the shabads that their father used to sing. So Sangat starts to gather. This starts to become a beautiful place. Satsang starts to happen. Kirtan starts to happen. Morning, evening. The whole mahal of Lahore starts to change. But now Guru Sikh Pyaro, 7, 8, it's been 7 to 8 months that have passed now. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha is thinking, Father still hasn't called for me. And one day, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha goes onto the rooftop. And they're looking far down. And what's starting to happen to Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha? They're looking down and they're thinking, is there any messenger coming? Is there anybody? And they're looking far ahead. That Guru Sahib, haven't they sent anybody yet? And they're hoping to see somebody. What's happening? Manatan pyas darsan kani koi aan malave mae sant sahai prem ke ho tinke laga pae. Manatan, the mind and body. Manatan pyas darsan kani. Of wanting darshan, of wanting to see Guru Ramdas Ji, now it's gone. This feeling's gone so deep. Darsan kani. Koi aan malave maya. They're saying, is there anybody that will come and reunite me back with Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha? Sant Sahai Ramke said, is there anyone, is there any saint out there that can take me back? And they're looking out for maybe Baba Buddha Ji will come, they're thinking. A saint like Baba Buddha Ji, maybe they'll come and take me. But instead, what do they say in their own Gurbani? Hun nahi sandesro maya. This is hun nahi. This is nobody. Hun nahi sandesro. Sandes means message. There is no message. There is no messenger. Hun nahi sandesro maya. Oh my mother, oh Bibi Pani Ji. How comes nobody is coming? In this complete state of bairag, Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha goes downstairs and they pick up a pen. And with this pen, Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha draws what you call a rainbird or a songbird, a chadrik. They drew a picture of a chadrik and they give this to somebody. They find a local messenger from Lahore and they said, go and give this to Pitaji. Pyareo, they've drawn a chadrik, a songbird, and Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha draws something back in reply. Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha draws a cloud of megh and sends it back. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha sees this picture of a cloud, they burst out in tears. And now what are they experiencing? What we call bairag. Their bairag goes deeper. Why? Because the cloud means there is still time to wait yet. Because if Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha had drawn a droplet of water, that means we will meet. But the cloud means that the rain is forming yet. It's not time for you to come yet. So Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha, today they go and do kirtan. When Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha today goes to do kirtan, their eyes are filled with water and they remember the words of their father, of their Guru. And today what do they start singing? Koi aan malave mera pritam pyara how tis pe aap vichai. Says koi hai? Says, is there anybody that will come? Koi aan malave mera pritam pyara, that will take me to my beloved. Darshan har dekhan ke tai. They said, I long now for the darshan of my father. They're singing this in kirtan. Imagine that moment, Gursikh Pyaro, with the barag, with the true feeling. They're actually feeling that pain of separation. Kirpa kareta Satgur mele har har naam te ai. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha says, just let me come and see you. I will endure anything. Jai sukh deheta tujhe aradi dukh pi tujhe te ai. He says, if you give me happiness, I will still enshrine you. Dukh pi tujhe, if you give me pain, I will still enshrine you. Je pukh dehe ta ith hi raja dukh vich sukh manai. This says, even Father, for your darshan, anything. Even if you give me hunger, even if I have nothing to eat. Je pukh dehe ta ith hi raja, I'll still be fulfilled as long as I get to see you. And Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, what extent am I willing to go to? Tan man kaat kaat sab arpi vij agni aap jalai. He says, I'm willing to have this body cut into pieces. What does this mean? Man, I'll have my mind and body. Tan man kaat kaat, this body and mind, I'll have it cut into pieces. This mind I surrender completely to you. Whatever you say to me, my mind isn't mine. I've cut it into pieces. I've thrown it away. Whatever you ask for me, I will do. This body, whatever you expect from this body, I will do to this body. Maharaji, anything. Tan man kaat kaat sab arpi vich agni aap jalai. These pieces of my body I will take and I will throw them into the fire. Just anything. I just want to see you once. Tan man kaat kaat sab arpi vich agni aap jalai. Gursikh Pyare, remember that a time came that Guru Arjan Dev Ji, for that Akal Purkh Waheguru Ji, that moment did come for their life. Vich agni aap jalai. They sat in a pot with boiling water and they had their body burnt. But they didn't let go of Waheguru's yaad. They still says, Tera kiya meetha lage har naam padarth nanak mange. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha. Gursikh Pyareo, tan man kaat kaat sab arpi vich agni aap jalai. This says, Maharaji, When I come back, if I get to see you, Pakha Feri, I will take the fan, Maharaji, and I will wave it over you. I will take the fan and I'll wave it over the Sangat. Pakha Feri, Pani Tova. I'll bring the water for you, Maharaj. But, Maharaji, I don't ask for anything. Jo deve so khai, whatever you give me, I will take back, I will eat. Even if you give me nothing. Je puk tehta itihi raja, I'll be even satisfied in hunger. Nanak greeb teh pya dware. This is, I have fallen in your charan. Nanak greeb teh pya dware. I'm completely fallen. Har mel leho vadiyai. This has just reunite me now. I can't bear this any longer. Gursikh Pyareo, Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha is singing shabads like this of their father. Because this is Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha Ji's Bani. They're singing these shabads, but today they can't bear it any longer and they pick up a kalam, they pick up a pen and they start to write. What are they writing today? Mera man loche gurdarshan tai. Mera man, my man. Loche, longing. Darshan tai, for your vision, for your darshan, Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha. Gursikh Pyareo, we read this Bani in the morning. But think about the state that Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha Ji read this Bani. Think about how they must have been writing this. In what state of mind? Mera man loche gurdarshan tai belp kare chatra ki nyai. My inside is belp da pe aaya. My inside is suffering. Belp kare chatra ki nyai, just like that rainbird. It's waiting for that drop of water. I too, that drop of water is your darshan, Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha. Bil pakare chatri ki nyai, trikhana utre sant nayave. This is until I don't get to see you now. Trikhana utre. Trikha means thirst. Now utre, this is nothing will take this thirst away from me now. Trikhana utre sant nayave. There's nothing now that can give me shanti, peace of mind until I see you, Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha. Trikhana utre sant nayave, bin darshan sant pyare jiyo. How koli jiyo kol kamai gur darshan sant pyare jiyo. Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha is saying, I completely sacrifice myself just so that I can see you. Anything. How koli. Koli means sacrifice, comes from the word kolana apne aap nu, to mix yourself, to completely dissolve yourself into something when there is nothing left of you. When you become the same. Just like the patasa goes in, just like the sugar crystal goes into the water, you mix it and you can't see the sugar crystal anymore. You can't see the patasa anymore. ਉਹ ਪਾਣੀ ਦਾ ਰੂਪ ਹੀ ਬਣ ਜਾਂਦਾ. ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੇਰਾ ਕੁਝ ਬਣਾ ਰਵੇ ਮੈਂ ਆਪ ਜੀ ਦਾ ਹਾਂ. This letter they send. A messenger comes to the Amritsar to give this letter to Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha. But upon him reaching Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha, Prithi Chand comes and he says, what is it you've got? And this messenger says, I've got a letter for Guru Ramdas Ji from Guru Arjun Dev Ji, from Arjun. Prithi Chand says, don't worry, I'll give it to Guru Ramdas Ji, give it to me. He reads the letter and he's taken back. And he starts to burn in fire and he says, these words resemble the way my father writes. These words resemble the words of Guru Nanak, the words of Pai Lehna Ji, of Guru Amar Das Ji Pacha. This seems as if it's Bani. What is going to happen of me? I better hide this. And they used to wear like a waistcoat over their kurte, over their clothes, and they put it into the pocket of their waistcoat. Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha is waiting and no reply comes. No reply comes, and Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha, they pick up the pen again and start to write the second letter. Now what is Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha saying? Tera mukh sohava jiyo saj tun bani chir hova dekhe saring pani dhan so des jahan tu vasya mere sajjan meet murare jiyo. Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha pick up the pen again. And this is the same thing that Guru Nanak Pacha Ji used to say to Pai Lalu, Jaisi mein aave khasam ki bani, ek khasam di bani ya. That Qasam's Bani is coming now through Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha. Why? Because that Janmat, Gurmat, Brahm Peshaniyo, they already were Brahm, Gyani from birth. And now they're saying, Tera Mukh Suhava. and they're remembering Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha Ji's face. They're saying, your face is so beautiful. Tera mukh suhava jiyo sahaj dhun bani. This is, oh Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha, the words, that dhuni, the vibration, the words that come out of your beautiful mouth. Tera mukh suhava jiyo sahaj dhun bani. They said it sends me into peace. When I used to hear your words, Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha, from this beautiful face, it used to send me into this sense of peace. It made me forget everything. Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha writes this second letter. Tera mukh sahava, jiyo sahaj tun bari, chir hua. They said, it's been so long now. It's been so long for us as well. We were with him. बहुत जन्म बिछड़े ते माधो एहो जन्म तुम्हारे लेके बहुत जन्म. We've been separated for many lives. We were all a part of that ek akal purkh Vaheguru. We were all with him. That's why we are all seeking for that bliss again. You know that happiness we're trying to look for? It's because we had the true happiness once, because we were a part of Vaheguru. And we're all trying to seek for that again. And that's why Guru Arjun Dev Ji is saying here, Chir hua dekhe saring pani, au saring pani. Saring pani, again this word saring means chatrik, the rain bird, pani means pani. I haven't got time now to go into the details of the arth. Khar, Gursikh Pyaro, the second letter goes. Again Prithi Chand does the same thing, and this time Prithi Chand says, go back and tell Arjun Dev. Go and tell my brother that father said, don't keep writing me letters. That we are busy here. And you stay there and you do whatever you need to do with the Sangat over there. Don't write any more letters. And now when Guru Arjan Dev Ji hears this message, Guru Arjan Dev Ji thinks, this isn't the words of my father. My father wouldn't say this to me. My father wouldn't say this to me. And now Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha, when they write the third letter, now Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha says, Mohe rain na bihave. Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Badshah, I can't even get through the nights now. I don't sleep anymore. Gursikh Pyareo, ਆਪਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਇੰਨਾ ਚਾਹ ਹੋਣਾ ਚਾਹੀਦਾ ਗੁਰੂ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਪੜਨ ਵਾਸਤੇ. We should have this much ਚਾਹ inside of us ਤਾਂ ਕਿਹੜੇ ਵੇਲੇ ਰਾਤ ਛੇਤੀ ਛੇਤੀ ਮੁੱਕੇ ਤਾਂ ਮੈਂ ਜਾ ਕੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਨਾਨਕ ਦੀ ਬਾਣੀ ਸਵੇਰ ਨੂੰ ਪੜਾਂ. Because that's how we do darshan today, when we read Guru's Bani. And somebody said, how do we know that we're getting Guru's darshan when we read the Bani? They said, if your mind is present to the Guru's word, then the Guru is present to you. ਪਿਆਰੇ ਹੁਣ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਮੋਹੇ ਰਹਿਣ ਨਾ ਵਿਹਾਵੇ ਨੀਂਦ ਨ ਆਵੇ ਬਿਨ ਦੇਖੇ ਗੁਰ ਦਰਬਾਰੇ ਜੀਓ. This says, I can't get by anymore. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha is saying, these nights, they're not finishing anymore. This is ek ghadi na milte ta kaljug hota. This says, without you now, it feels like the darkness is taking over even one moment without you. Ek ghadi na milte ta kaljug hota. Hun kad miliye priya tud bhagavanta. This is hun kad miliye. Think about the way they were writing. They weren't just writing. They were saying hun. They're asking Father. This is hun kad miliye. When will I see you? Hun kad miliye priya. Priya meaning beloved. Hun kad miliye priya tud bhagavanta. This is mohe rain. Rain meaning night. Mohe rain na vihave. Vihave means to pass. This is night isn't passing anymore. Mohe rain ne vihave. Neend ne aave. Bin dekhe gur darbare jiyo. He says, I just want to see that beautiful place of Amritsar, that court that you reside in again. And this time Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha Ji says, give this directly. I'm sorry I'm having to rush the letters because time's coming up as well. It would be nice, Guru Pacha Kirpa Kan, that I'm going to start, Maharaj Kirpa Kan, that we're going to start Ladiwar Gurbani Katha, hopefully in Birmingham soon, and this is the first Bani that we'll be going through. So Ede Artha, so the translation of this Bani will be done in Vistar in detail. But I'm having to rush it now. Gursikh Pyareo, and then Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, give this directly to Father this time. Don't give this to anybody else. Pyareo, when this messenger comes, gives this letter to Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha. Guru Ramdas Ji's Pacha, his eyes are filled with water. Because they've just received what they've received.
not just a letter, but they've just received abundance of love. Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha says, Baba Ji, they've called Baba Buddha Ji over, can they ekdam can they Arjan nu leke ho? Can they go straight away and go and get Arjan back now? Baba Buddha Ji goes. And when Baba Buddha Ji comes, and as soon as Guru Arjun Dev Ji sees Baba Buddha Ji, they burst out crying. Baba Buddha Ji brings back Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah. Guru Arjun Dev Ji Padshah, just imagine that moment. If you think about the way they've written this Bani, just imagine what that moment would have been like when they first saw Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah when they came back. ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਕਿੰਨਾ ਹੀ ਸਮਾਂ ਚਰਨਾਂ ਵਿੱਚ ਪੈ ਰਹੇ ਗੁਰੂ ਅਰਜਨ ਦੇਵ ਜੀ they laid in Guru Ramdas Ji's Padshah Ji's charan for so long. ਆਪਣੇ ਹੰਝੂਆਂ ਦੇ ਨਾਲ with their tears they washed the charan of their father. And Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah is saying, Bacha, on your letter it says the number 3. Does this mean that you sent me other letters too? And this is Hanji Pitaji. Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah calls over the messenger that said, where have the other letters gone? What have you been doing? Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah knew everything. And they said, I've given them to Priti Chand. He said he will give them to you. And Guru Ramdas Ji says, Kende Prithiya, Kende ene tenu chittiyan dittiyan si? Did he give you the letters? And Priti Chand says, I can't remember. I'm so busy, Father. You know I'm so caught up in so much seva. And Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah calls over Sevadar, and in the Sevadar's ear, Guru Ramdas Ji says, go to Prithi's house. Say to his wife, Karmo, that we are asking for his jacket that he wears over his waistcoat, that he wears over his clothes. Sevadar goes, Maharaji reveals the letters. Pyareo, Baba Prithi Chand feeling ashamed here. And straight away over here, Guru Pyareo, Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah ne Guru Gaddi Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah nu bakshi. Guru Ramdas Ji walks over, 5 paise rakhe, nariyal rakhya, they put down a coconut, they put down 5 more on 5 paise, matha tekya Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah nu. Baba Buddha Ji nu ishara kitta, they look towards Baba Buddha Ji. Baba Buddha Ji walks over. Upon Baba Buddha Ji walking over, Baba Buddha Ji puts the tilak on Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah Ji's forehead. And now when Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah becomes the Guru, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Padshah says, Bhag hua gur sant malaya, prab abnasi kar meh paya, सेव करी पल चस्सा न विछड़ा जन नानक दास तुम्हारे जियो हो कोली जियो कोल कमाए जन नानक दास तुम्हारे जियो. The fourth letter. The fourth letter was said in front of Guru Ramdas Ji Padshah, so it wasn't a letter as such. Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, Bhag hua, and said it was my great fortune. Bhag hua gur sant milaya, that a saint like Baba Buddha Ji came and reunited me back with you. Bhag hua gur sant milaya, prab abinasi kar meh paya, now have gained. You are abinasi, O Guru Ramdas Ji, you can never be destroyed. And now I have gained you within the house of Amritsar again. These arth they have got an internal meaning as well. Bhag hua gur sant malaya prab abinasi kar meh paya sev kari pal chassa na vichhna. Now Guru Arjan Dev Ji says, this is, I want to save you, save kari pal chassa na vichhna, but I don't want to separate from saving you, for you, not even for a moment now. Not even for a moment now. Save kari pal chassa na vichhna jan nanak das tumhare jiyo. Guru Sikh Pyare, in the end of the other letters, the word Nanak wasn't put along. But now it has. Why? Because now they have become the 5th Nanak. In the other letters, you won't find Nanak. But here now they have become Nanak. They've become the 5th Nanak. That's why you find the word Nanak. Guru Sikh Pyare, as days passed, Prithi Chand's anger has started to explode. And he started to shout and say things to Baba Buddha Ji. And he says to Baba Buddha Ji, you should have known better. He says, Baba Buddha Ji, you should have known better. Why did you have to go walk over and give the tilak? Why did you have to go and give the mark of the Guru? You know it's me. You know I'm the eldest. It made sense for me to get the Guru Gaddi. Look how much I've done. What has he done? Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha hear this argument. Hear this. It wasn't an argument because Baba Buddha Ji didn't say anything back. Guru Ramdas Ji come over, but because now Prithi Chand was out of control, Prithi Chand even starts to shout at his own father. He starts to say to Guru Ramdas Ji, how could you do this? Aithe pyareo, for all children, for the relationship between the children and their parents, Guru Ramdas Ji Pacha here turns around and says, what? This is in Bani. This is in Bani. Guru Ramdas Ji says, Kahe Poot Chagrat How Sang Baap. This is, oh son, why do you argue with your father? This is for us to learn. Sometimes even when we come upon the path of Sikhi, and our parents sometimes don't understand, and our parents sometimes say something to us, but straight away we start answering back. We start shouting at our parents. But Guru Ramdas Ji saying, Kahe Poot Chagrat How Sang Baap. Why do you argue with your father? Jinke Jane. That family who has given birth to you, Bibi Pani Ji, Jinke Jane, Badire tum ho, who has brought you up and made you big, Badire, Jine tinu badda kita. Jinke Jane, Badire tum ho, Tinsyo Chagrat Paap. They said, this is a sin, my son. Said, arguing with your parents is a sin. This is written in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. This is written in Gurbani. Guru Ramdas Ji's Bani. Gur Sikh Pyareo. And now everything is revealed. Everything is revealed about Prithi Chand. And in that same Shabad when we went through before, that Risa Karhe te Nadiyan, it starts off with Galli Asi Changiyan Achari Buriyahan. It's been revealed now that Gallan all. It doesn't matter how well we speak. Prithi Chand, he might have been able to speak well, but Galli Asi Changiyan Achari Buriyahan, but our character can sometimes be very low. And this has now been revealed about Prithi Chand. He might have taught the talk, but his true character inside was very low. Galli Asi Changiyan Achari Buriyahan, Manho Kusudda Kaliyan, Manho Kusudda Kaliyan, Bahar Chitviyahan. Outside we dress up, we wear the robes of religious people. But inside, manho ko suddha kaliyan, but this mind sometimes is black. And this has been revealed by Prithi Chand. Gursikh Pyareo, there's one thing that was left that I'm going to actually merge in with next week's Katha now. But I actually felt like going into the Shabads even deeper. And it was, if you think about that state of mind that Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha was in, I know I can't even comprehend. When I come to reading Shabd Hazare sometimes in the morning, I actually think, I shouldn't be reading this because I'm not feeling what Guru Arjun Dev Ji Pacha was feeling when they said this. But I do ardas that Pacha, please give us that feeling. Kanki eke dars tuharo, get us to that point that we only have that one desire left. That Kanki means desire. Guru Arjun Dev Ji's Bani in Sukhmani Sahib in the first pauri. Kanki ek mean one Akal Purkh. Kanki eke dars tuharo. That I just have this one desire that I want to see you, Waheguru Akal Purkh. I want to reunite back with you. Nanak un sang mohe udaro. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Pacha says, if I meet anybody like this with this one desire, it says, take me with you, I want to be saved with you. So itniyan beintiyan pravan karniyan. I must have made many mistakes, please forgive me. So baksho Asis. Aakho Waheguru Ji ka Khalsa, Waheguru Ji ki Fateh.
Vaheguru